Such a beautiful human being. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Ethaniel.
Daniel. So, we saw 2 good movies on Monday. We saw 2 bad movies yesterday.
I wouldn't say we saw 2 bad movies.
This movie is arguably less bad than Emoji Movie.
Yeah. Well, after we saw this movie, you said it was worse than the Emoji Movie.
Well, it was longer.
It's true, it is longer.
Yeah. So for me, it was a worse experience because at least Emoji Movie was short and awful, but this was long and awful.
Like a big... long poop.
Yeah, like a big long Patrick Stewart.
Oh yeah. Patrick Stewart emoji.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
There needs to be a Patrick Stewart emoji.
Yeah. We'll just be like an old man with like kind of like a crown of hair kind of thing.
Actually, that already is a fucking emoji.
Okay, then that's Patrick Stewart.
That's the part. You gotta include...
Patrick Stewart equals poop.
We're talking about venereal disease.
We're talking about Valerian, the place of a lot of other places.
I was saying the city of 1,000 planets is like a joke.
I said you were wrong, and then...
Yeah, the film started and I was like, wait, is this a city of 1,000 planets? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
How can there be 1,000 planets on the city? But it was just the people on the planets, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's not good. What did you think of it? Because you seem to enjoy it.
It was okay. It just had this kind of... like whatever space adventure kind of thing. Yeah, it was kind of like it's kind of like nice to watch. You can just kind of turn off your brain and just kind of like go with the flow.
Well, you really need to turn off your brain for this film, otherwise, like I didn't, and it made me angry. I had a feeling you would say the same thing about this as you did for King Arthur, where you're like, it's worth a one-time watch.
No, I wouldn't say this is worth a one-time watch because it's just. It doesn't really sell it in any way. It's not like hard sci-fi where it kind of like goes in depth into the lore. There's just kind of like a, hey, here's the setting.
Yeah.
And then, it doesn't go in depth about everything that's going on like you kind of need from a lot of sci-fi movies.
Yeah, you know what else doesn't do that? The trailer for the movie. The trailers for this film really give nothing away, but not in a good sense. It really, like...
It's a compilation of nice-looking shots.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck's the movie about? All I know is that it looks pretty, but... And this movie flopped. Like, it's already come out in America, it's already flopped. It's made, like, no money. It was made in France. It was an independent movie by Luc Besson, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Okay, yeah.
It's based off a French comic panel, or something in a newspaper, I think, called, like, Valerian and Laurine or something.
They couldn't use a girl's name in the title of the movie, though, because it wouldn't have sold tickets. Hashtag blessed.
You just gotta have feminism in the movie, so you sneak it in there.
Yeah.
But no, it failed, and the marketing is probably why it failed, because it gives nothing away. You see the trailers, you're like, well, I don't know what that is. It's just a bunch of stuff. But it's not like, oh, that looks like an interesting plot, because, well, it doesn't have an interesting plot. It's just pretty.
Yeah.
And... yeah, that's one of the big positives everyone has, and I'll agree. The movie is absolutely stunning. Like, good use of colors, really good visual effects, really inventive aliens. Like, I liked a lot of the aliens.
They all just look too familiar.
Yeah, they look like things. Well,
they look like things from Star Wars that were recycled.
A lot of the things look like things from Star Wars, but a lot of them also look like things from Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Like, there's the big fat thing that kidnapped the girl at one point. It just looked like a Solarian from Mass Effect.
Oh, that made me think more of, like, fucking... There's a Jedi of them. I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, an Ithorian.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you mix a Solarian and a Ithorian, you get whatever the fuck that was.
Just mush them together.
Yeah. I want to say, the very first scene of this movie is... really, really good. Like, it opens really strong. It starts off in like 1970 or something with the space program, and then it goes to 1920 and people are meeting on a spaceship, and then it keeps cutting forward and going in time. The spaceship's getting bigger and all these different aliens are meeting and becoming friends on the space station. Really cool, really well done, quite funny, quite cute. Played to David Bowie song, can't remember which one. Good scene. Next scene, you've got intro with Avatar people on Vagina Planet. And then you're introduced to the main characters and the whole film falls apart.
The main characters were just there.
No, the main characters are the worst part of the film.
I thought they were just fine.
They just argue the whole time. They're not endearing, and they're bad at acting.
Not bad at acting.
Yeah, they are.
They're just miscast.
Dane DeHaan just speaks like this the whole time. I only work with my partner. I'm a soldier and I play by the rules. Those are actually lines from the film.
Yeah, they are. You're quoting the movie.
Yeah. Dane DeHaan says, I'm a soldier and I play by the rules. And then the other girl's like, and that's why I can never love you. Because you don't know what love is. That's why I won't marry you.
It's another quote from the movie, yeah.
The dialogue is
You are, in fact, quoting the movie. Yeah, this movie is in this weird place of it feels like a kid's movie, but then it has elements that you can't put in a kid's movie.
Yeah, exactly. This is a 12, yeah?
Probably.
Well, that's... It fits that tween demographic of, like, Twilight fans, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Has that kind of idea.
Like a 10-year-old could enjoy it, but yeah. You could show like the original Star Wars movies and the prequels and shit to like a 5-year-old and they enjoy it. I can't see children enjoying this because it's boring.
Yeah,
it's boring. There's elements I like too. There's a couple good action scenes, but I feel like the action gets worse as it goes along as well. There was one scene where Dane DeHaan's like smashing through walls and shit, and it was like watching a video game. Suit. Yeah. He never uses it again. He just uses it for that one scene.
He uses it a couple times.
Does he? He can fly in one part, and then he never uses that again. Or was he underwater? Who cares?
Yeah, he was underwater. A lot of the sound mixing in this movie was like, just like so weird. Like, why is it so cartoony?
Yeah.
Did they want it to be cartoony, but then sometimes it's mixed fine, so it's...
Yeah, the tone...
What are they going for?
The tone was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not bad.
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Yeah.
I got some positives. You got great visuals, great use of colors, really cool alien designs, great world building.
No.
Well, no.
Not at all.
Not great.
That's my big problem with the movie is the lack of world building. They established the world,
there's
but they
some
don't.
Good world building. Yep. Some okay world building.
They don't go into it enough to understand the inner workings.
You spend too much time with these weird blue aliens, and they pass by these cool aliens every now and then. You're like, oh, that's cool. Spend more time with that. Oh, I guess we're going to spend an entire scene with Rihanna where she's going to dance. I'm glad.
You didn't even watch that scene. You left. You left during that scene.
Well, I went into this expecting to hate it. And then the first two scenes were really good, really well executed, really beautiful, and I was like, I'm on board. And then Dane DeHaan and Eyebrow Girl show up, and they're arguing. Dane DeHaan has a terrible performance, and the feminist character is just a bitch, and I hated her. And I was like, oh no, these are our main characters. Like, when you see them on the poster and shit, I just assumed they were brother and sister because they kind of look similar.
Yeah, they do look similar. That's why they want to bang each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're like, I could bang myself.
Yeah, it's narcissism. Yeah. A lot of people, they look for people that look similar to themselves.
That's true.
That's what you find attractive, because you find yourself attractive, I guess.
That's true. Yeah. I like to look at myself. If I could look at myself...
That's why you're attracted to Haley Joel Osment.
That's true. He is a handsome man with a round face.
But no, the more the movie goes on, the more these characters develop, and the more you hate them. To the point, like Dane DeHaan's whole
I thought they got more tolerable over time. At first, I was like, and then I was like,
I felt like they got less tolerable because Dane DeHaan has a one-note performance the entire film, and feminist bitch just gets more annoying and complains about more and more things to the point that I just wanted her to die. And then they kiss and they bang.
Yeah.
It's a good end. I guess spoilers, but who cares?
Yeah.
This movie's flopped. I wouldn't say you should watch it.
Yeah, I think it's okay, but I wouldn't recommend anyone see it because it doesn't do anything well enough.
Yeah, if it was on TV, put it on in the background, play on your phone, pretty to look at, pay attention to the action. That's the only thing I could say. But I would just stay away from it.
If you like people with big eyebrows, they got one of them.
Her eyebrows are so distracting.
Yeah.
Why are they a different color to her hair?
Because she probably bleaches her hair.
Why not bleach your eyebrows?
Because that would look dumb.
Well, it look dumb when you have black eyebrows with blonde hair.
Maybe she just puts makeup in her eyebrows. Maybe.
There was 2 funny moments in the movie. Well, 3 if you count the one that I laughed, like, to the point of pissing myself at. But that wasn't intended. That was supposed to be sad, but it just made me funny because it was terrible. The scene that I thought was quite funny is where, like, the girl gets kidnapped and the alien wants to make her wear a dress, and he's like, ooh, he's like acting like a monkey or something. It's quite cute.
You mean she?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was a lady alien. Lady alien showing her the dresses, and she doesn't understand. That's a good scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene. And there's a lot of, like, they work together, they like each other, they're friends, and then, like, Dane DeHaan needs to get saved by a girl, and then girl needs to save Dane DeHaan, and then Dane DeHaan needs to save girl, and it kind of goes back and forth, so it's never really, like...
There's not really a lot of them working together, and you seeing their teamwork. They're just kind of
saving each other, yeah. And then, you can't even really say either of them are the main characters.
Well, one of them's name is on the box.
It's called Valerian, but most of the time it feels like Laureen's the main character, and she's in most of the marketing, and she's a better actor than Dane DeHaan.
Yeah, I'll say she's a better actress.
But she's a worse character. Like, Dane DeHaan has a better character, but is a worse actor, but Eyebrow Lady is a worse character with better acting. Neither of them can hold a film. It's bizarre that they were cast as the lead roles, because...
Can't think of a lot of people who can hold a film, though.
No. Well, that's why you need, for something like this... With the amount of money they spent on it, they needed 2 big actors. Or at least 2 good actors. Like, I don't know, fucking get Andrew Garfield. You'd be better. He's an okay actor.
Yeah.
Dane DeHaan's just awful in this.
You're just saying because they were both in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah. I'm just thinking someone that's the same...
They should have gotten Andrew Garfield and Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith's daughter, Willow Smith.
No, Will Smith. Oh wait, yeah, she was in Suicide Squad too, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, did Willow Smith play his daughter?
Nah, I guess she didn't, because they got a little girl to play the daughter.
They should have got Jaden Smith and put a wig on him.
Yeah, he would have done that.
Yeah.
That kid's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, he is a weirdo.
Will Smith, hit your kids.
I love his tweets.
You don't follow anyone on Twitter.
Do I have a Twitter? Sucks. I deleted my Facebook today. It's the worst.
Oh.
So I got bad things. The characters obviously are bad. And then you've got 3 alien... They're smart. They've got information. They're really annoying, and they're supposed to be funny, and I hated them. There was one character I liked, and his name was Fred. And he helped them save a jellyfish, which was a completely pointless scene. There's so many, like, oh, we need to do this thing, but we need to go on this weird detour to do that.
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
How do you think you get things done?
Well, we need to find Dane DeHaan. He's in the ship somewhere. Well, let's go to fight a big monster underwater and steal a jellyfish that's gonna tell me where he is. What the fuck? Why? How?
So they'll know where he is.
But why did the jellyfish know that?
Because it knows everything.
Okay.
It's a magic jellyfish.
Then you get shit like
she
saves him, and then it's like, okay, now we gotta go and save the captain or whatever. But she immediately gets captured, and I'm thinking it's just gonna be a quick thing where he's gonna save her. But then he goes to...
he goes on a quest to save her.
He goes on a quest to find a jellyfish lady, like a bubble lady, that can turn into Rihanna and dance, and he watches her dance for 5 minutes, and I was like, at this point, I'm like, I kind of need the toilet, but I don't want to miss anything, and then Rihanna appeared, and I was like, fuck it, I'm out. That was the point where I was like, the film died. Like, before that, I was like, I'm kind of still on board, I hate these characters, but it's kind of fun, and then as soon as Rihanna came into the film, I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm out. And then she dances for 5 minutes.
Not even that long.
She dances for 3 minutes.
Maybe less.
She dances for 2 minutes.
Maybe.
She dances for 2.5 minutes, and then
probably.
And then he says that she's the greatest artist ever, and then she helps him save girl from alien that wants to eat her, and then immediately in the next scene she dies, and it's like really dramatic, and he's like, "No, Bubble, you can't die."
Yeah,
and he's like, "You're the greatest artist I ever knew."
You were the greatest artist I ever knew. Yes, it is.
No, you got it. You were the greatest artist I ever knew. You're the greatest artist of all time. You can't die. You can make it. Come on, Bubble, stay with me. And it's like, it's so deadpan and really bad.
That guy's voice is way deeper than it should be.
Yeah, and then she turns into fucking Rihanna wearing an Egyptian goddess costume, and she's like, "I leave my entire kingdom to you." And then she turns to sand.
Yeah.
And I could not help but burst into laughter in the middle of the cinema.
She's a good artist.
Why did she turn to sand, though?
You don't know that she wasn't always sand.
But she was jelly.
So that might not be her real form.
Her real form is sand?
Yeah. She could have just been sand the whole time. You never know when you're talking to a person or some sand.
Unless you're talking to Anakin Skywalker, because that guy just fucking hates it.
Yeah, hates that sand.
Yeah, fuck that
Imagine
sand.
if she died in Anakin Skywalker's arms. He would have been livid.
Well, yeah, this movie reminded me a lot of Star Wars, and when it opened, I was like, this might be better than like Force Awakens or something. And then Rihanna ruined the whole movie. Because that's the whole segment with like saving the girl is so pointless. You could cut it out. It makes no difference to the plot. And it just takes up like 20 minutes worth of screen time, and it's pointless. And
gotta have some more exciting scenes where he's looking around town, going to strip clubs, looking for a stripper to save his wife.
No, he wants her to be his wife.
Yeah,
for some reason.
That's
even though they have no fucking chemistry together, and all they do is argue, he wants to marry her.
Yeah. Have you never argued with someone before?
Well, if our entire relationship is that she hates me, she's a feminist, and I want to marry her, even though I banged a bunch of women, it's not a great relationship.
Yeah, he banged a lot of ladies. Think of all the diseases he probably has.
That's why it's called venereal disease.
Wow, space disease.
Yeah, venereal. City of 1,000 STDs.
If you had to get another STD, what would it be?
One that would kill me.
Oh.
Quickly.
AIDS?
Yeah, maybe AIDS.
Would you let someone give you AIDS?
I gotta cut that.
Because I mentioned your gross disease?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll cut back in.
Oh, fuck you.
I have the power.
Yeah, I've got here why Dane DeHaan, and I'm not sure if I wrote that as like why Dane DeHaan or why Dane DeHaan.
Why Dane DeHaan?
Yeah, why did they cast Dane DeHaan, or why did Dane DeHaan suck?
He feels miscast as the whole just action movie guy.
Yeah.
It just seems weird for him.
He's good as villain, because he's villain in Chronicle, and he's vanilla in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that's a great example of a villain.
Well, that's the only two roles he's been in, really. He's probably had like minor roles in a couple other things, but that's his two major roles. And he's not great, but he's fine as villain because he's got that gruff voice. But then, he does not strike like he's not a good action star.
He's just not believable or compelling as this hero soldier guy.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I was fine with him, honestly. Like,
it's not awful. It's just not good.
Yeah.
An eyebrow lady, she's just so annoying.
Cara Delevingne.
Yeah.
Cara Delevingne.
Like, there's a part where the little three aliens are like...
Yeah, these weird platypus bat things.
Yeah, yeah.
That also look like big piles of shit.
Yeah.
They're
and
so
they're like,
brown.
oh, we know how humans work. They're so predictable. And she's like, clearly, you've never met a woman. And I'm like, are women not human?
Yeah.
What about women on different species? Are they also not related to their species? Are women just their own species, regardless of species? What the fuck does that line mean?
Well, in terms of certain genetic makeup, there are some small differences between men and women.
Yeah, but they're still human.
Like testosterone.
Well, yeah, but they're still human.
Think of all the testosterone we have.
Yeah, but does testosterone make us human?
No, makes us men.
Yeah.
We have balls.
Maybe
Some people don't have balls,
Maybe
though.
she was triggered that they didn't say woman. They just said human.
Yeah.
Maybe she just hates men. There's a point where Dane DeHaan punches someone and she's like, I taught him how to do that. It's like, you taught him how to fucking punch? Really? Okay.
Yeah, maybe she did.
She just has to claim everything.
Yeah.
Put her greasy fucking feminist fingers on everything. Also, you got Avatar Planet, and that's like the whole plot, is that Avatar people want their thing back. And
yeah, well, it's theirs. Gimme. If someone took your thing, wouldn't you want your thing back?
Yeah, but that the whole species, like, they look like women, and they sound like women.
And they're all played by women.
Yeah, like, it's like, this is the king. That's a man? It doesn't feel like a man. And then, like, the actual villain of the movie is a human white male. And I was like, oh, fucking course. Women are the good guys, and male people are evil.
Well, yeah, it's soldier man, and then there's spear chucking natives.
Yeah, they always win. Except these natives are just women, I guess.
Yeah, and
they go back to like the ending's so confusing.
Yeah,
like they go through a portal to something, and they're in a big hangar, and then they do a thing with the little weird alien, and it produces a bunch of balls, and then that recreates their planet, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
It's like Dane DeHaan gets like a vision or a dream of the alien planet getting blown up. And I thought, okay, she sent him a vision. But then, no, I guess she was in his body the whole time.
Yeah.
And then Eyebrow Girl's like, oh, I'm going to give weird alien back to the natives. And then he's like, no, I don't think we should do that because I'm a soldier and I play by the rules. And
yeah,
it's like,
it's the mission. We gotta finish the mission.
But I thought you had alien lady inside of you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she be like, no, you should probably give it back to the natives?
Well, no, because he's still him. She's not. I mean, she's kind of like going like, hey, go this way. She's giving him hints of what to do. She's not telling him what to do.
But she appears on his face at one point.
Yeah, sure, it's a ghost face.
Lady Queen strokes his face. Like that.
Man.
There was she gets out of a house that just looks like a vagina.
Yes, true. It was a big clammy vagina house.
It was a big vagina house because it was very clearly Vagina Planet.
Yeah.
With lady people and white males are bad guys. I don't know. From the trailer, I expected it to have some feminism in there, but there was more than I was expecting, and it was bad. It's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's fine.
Whatever.
None of it particularly bothered me.
None of it worked, though.
That's true. A few scenes here or there that I enjoyed independently, but
like
not overall.
The intro action scene with the weird,
with the going, like, his
market.
hand is in another dimension.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It kind of went on for way too long, and it got a bit dumb, but it was a good concept, and it was kind of fun.
Like, stuff like that. More of that.
Yeah.
Less of big blue aliens.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, like, it opens really strong. Like, intro is really good. The intro with the weird aliens is really good, and then that action scene is good, but then all the other action scenes just get worse as it goes along. Towards, like, the last action scene is kind of just nothing. It's just some robots fight people, and I kind of almost fell asleep because I was so bored at that point. Like, this movie's 2 hours and 60 minutes long, I think.
It's a long movie.
And I feel like those 16 minutes are that whole Rihanna scene, and if you just cut that, it would have made the movie a lot better. Because it had no reason to be there, and it just took up screen time, and there was no reason for it.
Gotta get a big star in there. Gotta get a big star like Rihanna.
Yeah, she's a great actress. Big actor. Big movie star. She was in Battleships.
That's true. That was her debut role.
Remember her leading role in Battleships? What a great film.
I don't remember Battleships.
No, I never saw it. It's garbage.
I remember the ships that went to battle.
Mm-hmm. It's weird because this film's like really confusing, like in terms of like the ending, and I'm like, what's happening? Why is the planet back and stuff? But it's also incredibly predictable. Like you're introduced to Captain Man, and like, oh, he's a villain.
You mean Commander Man?
Yeah, whatever. Officer, I don't know what his name was. They're constantly trying to get him back, and it's like, oh no, he was evil. It's like, yeah, I know. He's a white male.
If you see a white man in a movie, kids,
he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Always bad guys.
And also the leads all the time somehow.
Yeah, it's weird. But no, because like you can have a white male lead as long as they're shat on by all the other SJWs in the movie.
Oh, that's true.
Like if you have a woman say, oh, I taught him how to punch and you're weaker than me and you want to fuck me so that makes me better than you, and you had a woman inside of you the whole time. And that's why he was good, because he had a woman inside of him the whole time.
Oh, that's true. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a seahorse.
Yeah. No, the female seahorses still like have the babies, but then they give them to the males to look after. It's weird. I don't understand seahorses.
They basically spit the egg down the throat of the male.
And
then,
something like that.
Yeah.
Like a facehugger.
And then the male fertilizes the egg within himself. And then their stomachs like explode open.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not even their stomach. I think the male seahorses just
it's
have
not their
vaginas.
stomach because they're not eating them.
Just have vaginas.
So they're both women. Yeah, the music, nothing.
Yeah, nothing stand out, nothing noticeable really.
Hmm.
It's just there.
Yeah.
Background noise.
Fits, I guess. I like during the action scenes I tried to listen to it, I'm like, doesn't make it worse. It's just kind of there. Yeah, the main problem with this film is that the characters are so bland, boring, and uninteresting that you don't have a reason to care. Like, the more the movie goes on, the more you learn about the characters and the more you argue. And the more you begin to hate them, the less you care about any of the plot. And since the plot's kind of dumb, you don't care about it, so...
That's fine with characters as it went along. They became more interesting over time.
Yeah? How do they become more interesting over time?
They have conversations about things.
About arguments?
Yeah.
About feminism?
Yeah, they have all the arguments about feminism. They don't actually have much dialogue about feminism to each other. She says a few lines about it. Oh yeah,
that's all she says, though.
Yeah. It's a good time. I really think it's weird that they start the movie with their established relationship.
Yeah. Because they start the film and he's like, oh, I want to marry you. And it's like, are you together? And she's like so bitchy towards him where you're like, is this just out of nowhere? And then she's like, oh no, you fucked all these women. And then he's like, oh, but I want to be with you. And you're like, and then at some point, it's like, oh, she's my girlfriend. It's like, wait, are you going out? And then she kisses him on the cheek, and it's like, what is your relationship?
Yeah. It's more interesting because you need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. But at the same time, it might have been endearing if they had playful banter rather than just like getting on each other's nerves the whole time. Well, like he wants to fuck her, but she just seems to hate him.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, she's constantly bitching at him and arguing. Like she kisses him on the cheek
because she needs to turn him into the man that she wants him to be.
No, she wants to turn him into the woman that she wants.
That's true.
And at the end, he turns into a woman, and that's why he loves her, because he had a woman inside of her the whole time.
The end.
Like at the beginning, she kisses him on the cheek.
Yeah.
And then later on, he kisses her on the cheek, and is like, oh, it's a callback, but a role reversal. And then she immediately tries to like beat him up for it. It's like, what a great girlfriend you have there. She hates you. She wants to beat you up.
That's how most relationships work.
That's why I'm single. I don't know. This film is so forgettable. Like, tomorrow I'll have no memory of it.
There's a scene with some guys, and they were fishing.
Oh yeah, I liked Fred.
Yeah.
Fred took her underwater to get the dumb jellyfish, and then afterwards he's like, "My name's Fred, by the way." That made me laugh. I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Fred."
Fisherman Fred.
Fisherman Fred. Yeah, I don't care much for Luc Besson. Like, I haven't seen, and the only film I've seen of his is Fifth Element, and Fifth Element's just meh.
Well, good track record for Luc Besson.
You like Lucy?
No, I didn't see it.
Do you like Fifth Element?
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see Fifth Element?
No.
Fifth Element, it's a really pretty movie. It's got some really good practical effects.
Is that the one with Mila Jovovich with orange hair?
Yeah, and Bruce Willis.
With no hair?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's Bruce Willis. But yeah.
He had hair at one point, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. He looked weird with hair. Like, he had his hair in the first Die Hard, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked good with hair. He became this weird-looking guy without hair.
No, he looks cool with bald head.
Nah.
Yeah.
He looked cool in Die Hard.
Yeah, he did.
He looked less cool in Die Hard 4.
Because he was an old man. But he looked cool in Die Hard 3.
Yeah.
I like Die Hard 3. Got Samuel Jackson in. Nah, Fifth Element's fun. It's dumb, forgettable, but there's some good action scenes in there, and it's fun, interesting character dynamic. And it stars 2 actors rather than 2 people.
So Ethan, what did you think of The Fifth Element?
I thought it was fine.
Okay.
I would definitely recommend Fifth Element over this bullshit.
So Ethan, what would you recommend Lucy?
I've never seen it.
So Ethan, would you recommend Valerian, the star of 1 billion Earths?
No. Dan, would you recommend Venereal Disease, the city of 1,000 feminists? No, the planet of 1,000 feminists, because that's the
planet of 1,000 Rihannas.
Yeah.
The Rihanna of a bunch of umbrellas. Is that a song of hers?
Yeah, that's a big song.
Under my umbrella.
Yeah, she pronounces it wrong. It's dumb.
Umbrella.
Yeah.
Umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
There's no E in the middle of it. Why did she say it like that?
Because it would be weird if she said, under my umbrella, umbrella, under my umbrella. Sounds weird. You could also, instead you could write a song that's not about fucking umbrellas.
That's true.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Dan, would you recommend this?
No.
No?
This is it's just it doesn't have any particular strengths.
Yeah.
It's not really like...
It's pretty, that's a strength.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, but then like the aesthetic of it all is just kind of like whatever.
Mm.
There's like a couple of scenes where it's like, oh yeah, nice, pretty planet. But then everything else is just like...
Garbage.
Yeah, it's just like, it's okay, it's a space station. We're in space.
It's got no real identity.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stand out in terms of like...
It just looks like a Star Wars.
Yeah.
It looks like a Star Wars.
It's a really cool concept that there's a space station that has one, or like a bunch of every species on the planet, but they
and it
really
keeps
don't
growing, and there's it's so big that there is a part of it that is considered a danger zone that is just don't go there.
Yeah, the red zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good concept, and I feel like all the good parts of the world building are clearly just taken from the comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the bad parts of it are just the film being bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got a lot Don't pop your knuckles, it's gross. No, don't do it again.
I don't think I've got any more knuckles to pop. I think I popped them all earlier. Oh, this one.
No, you get arthritis from doing that.
You know, you get a punch in the face for telling people they'll get arthritis from 6.
Well, go ahead and punch me in the face with your fucking arthritis hands.
I will. It'll be a fist forever.
No, they go like that.
Not if you hold it like this.
God, hold it like this forever, and then you just...
I'm going to make sure that when I'm getting old, I'm going to clench fists a lot more often.
Yeah, actually, that's probably a good idea.
Probably not. You lose use of a hand. You might as well have a stump.
Yeah, well, I guess. But you can still punch people.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't have a lot more to say about this. Would you rather watch the Emoji Movie or Valerian again?
Valerian, at least, is a movie. Emoji is a mess.
I would say Emoji because it's shorter, and I don't want to sit through this again. But, hey, no, Valerian is definitely a better movie. Not the worst movie we've seen all year. It's fine.
Yeah, it falls into that category of...
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh, Emoji. You just kissed the mic.
Sweet dreams.
So, Dan, is this better or worse than Star Wars Rogue One?
Do you know the answer is going to be no? Yes?
Is it better than Force Awakens?
Nah.
No?
Nah, Force Awakens is better. I think Force Awakens is a mid movie, so...
Yeah. I'd say I probably prefer this. I hate Force Awakens. Maybe Force Awakens is a better movie, but only because it's stealing from a good movie. And this is stealing from a comic book that isn't very coherent and isn't really set up for a movie. This would have been a better like TV series or something with better actors. You could have made this good.
Yeah.
Like there's good source material, good aliens and stuff.
But think about budget.
Yeah, it was the most expensive French movie ever made, and it was a huge flop because they cast bad actors as bad characters.
Got to put all the good money in there. You're
I think
going to put big money into a TV show? What kind of idea is that?
I think Luc Besson, he's a good director in terms of visuals and stuff, but he wrote the movie, I think, and that was the problem. He should just got someone who's a good writer to write the film.
He should have just eaten a Subway sandwich and ignored the production.
Surprised he didn't surrender. He is French.
Oh.
It's a throwback to our Dunkirk review.
It's a throwback to real life events.
Yeah. Everybody go watch our Dunkirk review.
Goodbye.
Tell us what you thought about. Tell us what you thought about Valerian. Tell us what you thought about Valerian in the comments below.
Did you see Valerian?
Did you see Valerian? If so, tell us what you thought. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it meh? So just comment below or email us at wastingtimepost@gmail.com.
Send your favorite
emojis,
issues of Valerian to somewhere.
Yeah, tell us if you thought Rihanna was the worst part of the film. She is.
Don't tell us anything else though. Only if Rihanna was the worst part.
Yeah.
No other information.
Yeah.
Nothing else is required.
Just email us with yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a why yes. Don't waste with the AH in the end instead.
Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down emoji. Whether you liked the movie or not.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Emojis.
Goodbye.
Emojis.
Truly we are the greatest artists ever.
Truly we are the greatest emojis ever. I actually think people get paid to design emojis.
Are there people that still design emojis?
Nah, computer probably does it. It's probably just, this is relevant.
Fidget spinner emoji.
It spins. It comes to life. It takes over the world.
Goodbye again.